I'm going to knock him unconscious, and the ref's going to be pulling me off him.
My opinion, inside the 3 rounds, I have finished Dustin.
Mitch still just darting in and out of the range. Putting on an absolute masterclass of a striking clinic right now.
He's an outstanding striker. He's tough as nails. And make no mistake about it, is one of the dark horses of this super talented middleweight division. What a performance by Dos Santos.
Zaleski, Dos Santos.
Costa. He just ran over Yoel Romero and walked him down. He is a relentless destroyer. We're going to see a return to form. He is focused and working hard. He is just an absolute savage. If there is an area where he has an advantage, it would be in the stand-up. His stand-up is so high level, it's one of the absolute best boxers in the world.
And there you guys have it. There was my best bets for UFC 302. If you enjoyed that little trailer that I just did there, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you are new, and comment if you agree or disagree down in the comments below, because I know everyone likes to do that if they disagree. But yeah guys, if you enjoyed that, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It helps out the channel massively, boys. I'm trying to do something different with this channel instead of, you know, the boring, here are my bets, guys, for UFC. It's just a snooze fest, to be honest, when people do that. So I'm trying to, you know, be innovative with my content, provide you guys with more entertaining content, with more fun content, and just provide you with better insights into my bets and provide you guys with winning bets. So that's the goal, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and do all that good stuff. So yeah, anyway, here is just a recap of my overall progress over the past 15 months. We're up 62 units overall in the past like 15 or 16 months. Not really quite sure. It's something like that though. Overall, you know, I'm okay with it. I would say I wish I was up around, you know, 75-ish units at this point. But it is what it is, man. You know, the past couple months, I've been getting absolutely shafted by the bookies, man. If you guys haven't, if you guys didn't watch my breakdown video for UFC 302, I basically, in the first like 5 minutes of the video, I went over just the insane unlucky streak that I've been on. I've had like 12 or 13 unlucky bets over the past like 2 months. Insane how just unlucky we've been. I've been robbed. I've had bad stoppages. I've just had everything go against me in the past 2 months, and I felt like just jumping a window, to be honest. It was insane, boys. But yeah, anyway, we're on a 3-event win streak right now, as you can see here. You know, look at this. We went up to 79 units, bro, and then we just went down. But we're on a 3-event win streak, but I'll actually go over this 3-event win streak and show you my luck even in 3-event win streak. Well, look at this. Joaquim Silva, you know, Joaquim Silva basically had him dead. Okay, yeah. Joaquim Silva basically had him, you know, dead. Costa had him by moneyline, and I had him by KO as well. That didn't cash. Buckley by round 3 KO. How did that not cash? Tisha Torres, how did that not cash? I mean, that would have been like a 12+ unit night if they won. So another just bullshit thing that went against me there. And then Dakota somehow lost that absolute rivalry decision. That lost me about 5 units overall. You know, 3 plus like 2 that we would have won. Would have been such a good night there as well. But it is what it is, man. You know, the past 2 months, man, we've just been getting shafted, and hopefully, our streak can turn around here. Well, hopefully our luck can turn around here, because we are on a decent streak, 3 events in a row. We're about to make it four in a row if we hopefully don't get shafted here. But yeah, anyway, boys, let's get right into the breakdown of each and every single one of my bets. First bet. People are not going to like this. People are not going to like this. Donation in the comments. Oh, that's going to be a donation, bro. Shut up. Like, honestly, just be quiet. I beg. I don't care. Yeah, I'm going with Dustin Poirier. I think that Makhachev wins more times than obviously he loses, but I'm going on. I'm betting with a feeling here, man. I don't do this ever. I usually never do this betting off feelings, betting off emotion. It's just stupid. That's how you lose money. That's how the books get you, etc., etc. I understand that, but I have a weird feeling that Dustin Poirier is going to upset Islam Makhachev this weekend. I really do. I'm picking Islam Makhachev to win the fight, obviously, but a plus 450, 1 unit, a low risk, high reward kind of thing here. And I think there's a chance that Dustin Poirier can win this fight, man. I think it's the better boxing. I think that Islam Makhachev trying to enter range to get to the clinch, the body lock takedowns, the trips, the throws from in the clinch. I think that could be a tough task for him to do that against a slick boxer with the counters, with the head movement off Dustin Poirier and the inside combinations that Dustin Poirier has. I think that could be a difficulty for Islam Makhachev. I think that Islam Makhachev potentially, just shoots a single leg to get that body lock. That is probably, how he's going to get the takedowns, in my opinion, and then end up on top, transition to dominant positions, look for submissions. That's probably how he's going to win. I did obviously bet Islam Makhachev by submission, 2 units to win, like 2, whatever, plus 105. But I think that Dustin Poirier, man, like I said, can cause many problems for Islam Makhachev. And I think the power edge is going to be on Dustin Poirier. I think the durability edge is going to be on Dustin Poirier. And I think that if Islam Makhachev can't get takedowns, which he probably will, it's going to be it could be a bad night for him, to be honest. And, I just got a weird feeling that Dustin Poirier is going to win this fight, man. The last time I had a feeling like this, I'll put it this way. The last time I ever had a feeling like this was against Israel Adesanya versus Alex Pereira. I bet Alex Pereira the first time. I looked at that fight from a breakdown standpoint, and then the second fight that they had in MMA, I was like, I just got this weird feeling Israel Adesanya is going to win this fight, and that's exactly what happened. I don't know why I went with Israel Adesanya in the second fight, because obviously, if you pick Poatan the first fight, you're going to pick him in the second fight. But yeah, I picked Israel Adesanya and it paid off. So I'm doing something similar with Dustin Poirier. I mean, that was like the last time I ever bet on emotion like that. So how long ago was that? Like a year and a half ago. So yeah, that's like my point. I don't really bet on emotion right there. But yeah, next bet is going to be Paulo Costa taking on Sean Strickland. Paulo Costa plus 225, 1.3 units. I like Paulo Costa, man, I'll be honest. I didn't see that he had staph infection before this bet, man. If I knew he had staph infection, probably would have stayed away from it, to be honest. Less confident, definitely now. Definitely less confident. We know that this Paulo Costa doesn't have the best cardio. It's solid enough. Can definitely go 5 rounds if he needs it. But, he'll probably be taking, antibiotics, trying to heal up that staph and stuff. So that is a bit of a worry, man. I don't know if he'll be able to go 5 rounds against a guy in Sean Strickland. He can put on a pace, put on volume, and just march you down and win a decision pretty easily like he does in a lot of his fights. But, Paulo Costa, man, I think that how he can cause problems to Sean Strickland. This is kind of how I broke it down. I think that he has the more diverse striking. That's what it comes down to. You'll see a lot of guys headhunt against Sean Strickland, and that is just not how you fight Sean Strickland. That is not how you should game plan against Sean Strickland. That's not how you should fight against Sean Strickland, because we know that this guy's head defense is unbelievable. Gets his arms up in a weird position, able to block strikes, looping strikes as well. But I think that the diverse striking, the way Paulo Costa mixes up the target, goes to the body very well with that lead hand, that left hook body shot. It's nasty, and I think that he can bring that upstairs and potentially catch Sean Strickland upstairs. We've seen guys that mix up the target against Sean Strickland have more success. We look at Cannonieri, went to the legs a lot, had success there. Paulo Costa also goes to the legs. He has a nasty switch kick to the body, good body shots. Obviously, really good high kicks, as we've seen against Marvin Vettori, Robert Whittaker. So I think that the more diverse striking, the the mixing up the targets is going to help Paulo Costa a lot in this fight, man. And I think he can do something similar to Alex Pereira. Again, I'm trying not to compare Alex Pereira to Paulo Costa, because obviously that's just stupid. But I think that, you know, Paulo Costa with that left hook over the top, man, he'll if you watch the Alex Pereira fight, again, Alex Pereira is such a better striker than Paulo Costa, but I'm saying, like, if you watch that Alex Pereira versus Sean Strickland fight, Alex Pereira was going to the body a lot with that lead hand. He kept going to that body, pulling at the body, and then basically how he found the finish was, you know, feint low and then bring the left hook up high. And I think that, you know, Paulo Costa can do something similar to that. I'm not saying he's going to, like, you know, trap him like that, because I don't think he has the skills to do that. I don't think he has the you know, the type of knowledge that Alex Pereira has in the striking, but I think that just by implementing body shots is going to bring that, you know, head into play here. So I think that Paulo Costa is going to be able to land a big shot on Sean Strickland, hurt him, put a combination together and finish him. So I'm going to go Paulo Costa round 2 TKO in this matchup, man. I really do believe the mixing up the targets with the legs, with the body kicks, with the, you know, body punches and the head strikes is going to be a big factor in this matchup. And I feel like Sean Strickland, I don't really see him being able to TKO a guy in Paulo Costa who's very durable, you know, a guy that's very hard to get out of there. And I think that, you know, Sean Strickland probably has to win this fight by decision, whereas I think that Paulo Costa could potentially win this fight by decision. I think he can win this fight by TKO, so I'm going to go with a more dangerous guy. I like that as an underdog, 1.3 units plus 225. Less confident now with obviously the staff involved, so yeah, that is pretty annoying. Zaleski dos Santos taking a Randy Bryan. I like Zaleski in this fight, man. You know, I bet Zaleski versus Kratunov in his last fight, because I was like, you know, Renat's a fraud, man. Like, I was saying, like, Renat is a fraud, even though he dominated every single fighter he ever faced in the UFC. I think he had, like, over 14 minutes of control time inside, like, or no, what was it? I can't remember the exact stat, but it was, like, 90% of control time. In like his first like 3 UFC fights, dominated every single fighter. But I was saying, man, look how this guy shoots takedowns. I mean, this guy is headbutting people's crotches. This guy is literally going head first into his takedowns, which is obviously bad technique. If you don't know, you're not really meant to just dive head first into a takedown. You're meant to, you know, be chest up, get under, you know, someone's legs if you're trying to shoot a takedown, and then lift them up and put them down. But you know, he wasn't doing that, man. I was saying, like, Zaleski dos Santos has some nasty takedown defense, good Brazilian jiu-jitsu off bottom, good get-up game, and I thought that, you know, Zaleski, I bet Zaleski plus 400, I'm pretty sure, and I was so close to cashing that, man. I could not believe the ref didn't stop that fight. Unbelievable. It was a draw, and it was a push in the end, but yeah, man, I think that Zaleski dos Santos in this matchup, man, I think that the leg kicks off Zaleski, I think the kicking game from the outside will be able to match Randy Brown's lengthy attacks with his, you know, one-dimensional boxing approach, with the jabs, with the straight punches that he has. And I just think that Zaleski has the power edge as well to hurt a guy like Randy Brown, who has been hurt in the past multiple times. And I think that, you know, Randy Bryan has to be kind of perfect here for the entire 15 minutes. You know, Zaleski is a durable guy. I don't think has he been finished inside the UFC? I don't think he has. Definitely not of late. So, yeah, I think that Zaleski has the durability edge. The age side is going to be a bit of a worrying sign for me, because I do think that Zaleski dos Santos has kind of slowed down in the past few fights for sure, but he's still a good fighter. He's still, you know, in that 20-25 area in the welterweight division. So, yeah, I like Zaleski dos Santos by like second or first round TKO in this matchup, man. I think that the leg kicks, the more diverse kicks on the outside, will be able to match that lengthy attacks off Randy Bryan. And when Randy Bryan gets in that flow state, you know, when he you know, starts getting in that flow state that he always gets into, I feel like this dude is like never safe, even when he's in his flow state. Like he always gets hurt. He always like ends up effing up in the striking somehow. So I think that Zaleski dos Santos, man, throughout the 15 minutes, even if he's losing, will be a very dangerous fighter throughout the fight. So I do like Zaleski dos Santos at plus 140 for 1.5 units. Our next bet is going to be Roman Kopylov taking on Cesar Almeida. People are not going to like this. You're going to be like, Cesar Almeida is a glory kickboxing fighter. I don't care, man. Like, honest, I don't care. Obviously, that brings, obviously he's going to be a high level striker. You know, I bet, put it this way, I bet on both of these guys. I bet on both of these guys. Very well bet against Roman Kopylov as well. Won a lot of money on both of these guys. I had Roman Kopylov as a max bet. I think he made it 5-0 for us on max bets at the time. against Ribeiro, had him in a parlay against Fram, not hard, obviously, and then bet against him with Anthony Hernandez. Like, Anthony Hernandez might literally be the worst stylistic matchup for Roman Kopylov in the entire middleweight division. That means for champion, that means for anyone inside that middleweight division. He literally might be the worst stylistic matchup because he has cardio, he has pace, he has pressure, he has wrestling, and that's kind of just all that Roman Kopylov struggles with. So, at minus 170, it was an obvious bet, in my opinion, to bet on a guy like Anthony Hernandez, who's coming into his prime, improving every single fight and getting better. So I thought that was a clear bet. And then Cesar Almeida, I bet him against the guy on the Dana White Contender Series. He was plus 200 in that fight. And then I predicted the Dylan Budka fight absolutely perfectly. I bet Cesar Almeida at like plus 120. I actually made an entire separate video for that fight, so be sure to check that out. You'll be able to find it if you keep going through. It's like the best underdog of the week or something. Cesar Almeida against Dylan Budka, I predicted that fight so well. I thought that Dylan Budka would try and wrestle early, which he did, and then gas himself out, and then Cesar Almeida would be able to just basically just win by TKO after, Dylan Budka completely gassed himself out. But basically, how I think Roman Kopylov is going to win this fight is by implementing his speed. I think the speed advantage on the feet, with his length, with his kicking, with his left kick. That left kick is nasty from southpaw, and I think that the speed is just going to kill Cesar Almeida from the outside, man. From what I've seen of Cesar Almeida, he's more of a guy with his hands. He rips the body very well, good power. I like the way he mixes his shots up to the body, and he's actually pretty good in the clinch as well, from what I've seen in Glory. But I think that Roman Kopylov has the speed. I think he has the faster kicks. He has the youth on his side at 31 years of age compared to the 36 of Cesar Almeida. I think he's 31, 32, something like that. Cesar Almeida is getting up there in age, and I just think that Roman Kopylov has the speed, and like I said, I think that is going to be a massive factor in this matchup, man. I really do believe that. I might say Cesar Almeida has the power advantage. I think he has the definitely that more one punch KO type power in this fight, but I think that Cesar Almeida, I think that Roman Kopylov, just by having the speed, is going to be able to just outstrike Cesar Almeida throughout the fight. And I think that the wrestling will be there also. I'm not saying he's going to basically get on top and win the entire fight. I think that he can just mix it up, show him different looks, and even open up his striking even more. So I'm going to go Roman Kopylov by decision. I think that Cesar Almeida is definitely durable. Both guys pretty durable overall, but I think that Cesar Almeida has shown he's durable on Glory, kickboxing, and even in MMA so far. So I'm going to go with Roman Kopylov by decision in that matchup. Our next bet, I couldn't believe that it was plus 100. I had to put 2.5 units on it, man. I'm usually pretty good at betting, slight underdogs, so I do like Roman Kopylov at plus 100, man. I really do. 2.5 units on that. Our next bet is going to be Mitch Raposo taking on Andre Lima. I like this kid, Mitch Raposo, man. I really do. I was watching this guy, on Dana White Contender Series. I was watching this guy's last fight against Justin Vilton or something like that. And I broke it down on my, I obviously do breakdowns as well on my YouTube 302 breakdown. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. But I was saying, this guy's boxing's clean, man. And I didn't actually know this, but he trains with the New England cartel, which makes a lot of sense because of his boxing is very clean. Calvin Kattar, Rob Font, all those guys have very clean boxing, and Mitch Raposo has very clean boxing, very fast, very fluid on the feet, switches stances very well, able to control distance pretty well, get out of danger as well, and he's able to circle away very well and time takedowns. His timing of takedowns is very, very good, man. On the Dana White Contender Series fight against Jake Cowley, he was doing very well in that first round, man. He was striking Jake Cowley. Jake Cowley isn't the best by any means. He's not the best, but he's not bad at all. And Mitch Raposo was just outlanding him, outstriking him, basically, schooling him on the feet, timing takedowns whenever he wanted, and then unfortunately got submitted in the second round. But this Mitch Raposo guy, man, on the feet, I think he can compete against Andre Lima, who's a Muay Thai striker, won multiple Muay Thai championships, but I think that Mitch Raposo has the better boxing by far, man. The speed advantage, I think he has the power edge, in my opinion, and on the outside, I'd probably, favor Andre Lima with the kicking ability. But I think that Mitch Raposo can implement wrestling as, the rounds go on to win the round. I'm not saying he's going to win this fight by simply wrestling. I don't think that's possible because we've seen Andre Lima dangerous off his back, good get-up game, solid enough takedown defense. I just think that would be a good path to victory for him. Just implement some wrestling, open up his strikes, mix in his wrestling with his boxing, and I think that's going to be a good path to victory for him. I'm really surprised at this line, man. Really surprised. One of my favorite underdogs of this week, man. Probably my favorite underdog of the week. I only put 1.3 units on it because there is a bit of a side thing with this. He is taking on short notice, which is a bit of a worrying sign for me. But if he wasn't taking this on short notice, man, I'd probably put like 2+ units on this guy, man. I really do. At this line, 2 plus 210. I think it's a steal, man. I really do. Against Andre Lima, who hasn't really proven himself. You're gonna be like, oh, this is a big step up in competition. But who has Andre Lima fought? Like, who has Andre Lima fought? He fought some dude on the Xanadim on Dynamite Contender Series, who's not really that good. Fought Severino in his UFC debut. He is not that good overall, and he wasn't really doing that well in that fight. So I think that Mitch Raposa, man, is a very, very live underdog, and actually might even add more, maybe 0.7 units onto that, maybe potentially. And then our parlays, I'm not really going to break these down anymore. Hafez, I don't see how Hafez loses. He's better in the striking, better in the wrestling. I think he's very capable in the grappling. Mickey Gall is just, I just don't see how he wins this fight. I literally can't see it. Like, he's not going to be able to outstrike Hafez. He doesn't have the power to put a guy like Hafez away. I think he doesn't have the cardio. I think the Hafez is more durable. I think that he can fight through, being hurt more, and yeah, I think the Hafez is better by far. And then Holland, if Holland loses this fight to Makhachev, I did say betting on Holland is not a good idea, but man, I just don't see how Makhachev wins this fight, man. This guy slows down as the fight goes on. I don't see him hurting Kevin Holland. I don't think he has the I just don't see how Kevin Holland, is able to get hurt in this fight, man, against Makhachev. I think that Kevin Holland's better on the outside. I think he has the more lengthy attacks. I think that he has a submission capability in this fight. So I like Kevin Holland, man, in this matchup by far. Jilton Almeida to win. I think that Jilton Almeida is better basically in every single aspect of MMA. I think he has better wrestling. I think he has better takedowns, entries. I think he has better striking. I think he has more explosive striking. I think that he has the athleticism advantage. I think he has the better ground game overall. I just don't really see how Alexander Romanov is going to win this fight, and I haven't really been the biggest Almeida guy, to be honest. I max bet Curtis Blades. I was like, this guy Almeida is not that good. You're lucky, bookies. Bookies, you're lucky. If that Lewis fight never happened, I would have got plus 163 on Curtis Blades at 5 units. You're lucky. But yeah, because I was going to max bet Curtis Blades at plus 163 the first time they were ever booked, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, parlayed that with fight to go the distance. Both these guys in the main event have big finishing upside. Morono, I think that Morono is going to absolutely school Nico Price. Nico Price is not the same fighter anymore. Had double knee surgery, came back against Phil Rowe, looked awful, came back against Robbie Lawler, looked even worse. So this guy's done, doesn't have a chin anymore. Morono is hittable. He can, get hurt. He does slow down as the fight goes on, but I don't think that Nico Price at this stage in his career is going to be able to do anything to Morono. I think that Nico Price shouldn't even be in the UFC after this fight, man. He is absolutely cooked, man, at this stage in his career. And then Dawson, I think that Dawson's just a way better version of Joe Zaleski. I think he has better wrestling. I think he has better back takes. I think he has better jiu-jitsu. Joe Zaleski maybe has the better cardio, maybe has the better boxing, but I think that this is just gonna play on the ground. I think that Dawson can probably just ride up back position the entire fight like he did against Demiris Magulov. So gonna go with Dawson to win this fight by a boring crotch sniffing performance like he always does. But I would play Joe Zaleski. If you like Joe Zaleski, play him in the later rounds, man. I don't really see him winning the early rounds at all. I think that, we've seen Grant Dawson slow down before. He does have a bit of a durability, question above his head. So I'd play Joe Zaleski late if I was going to play Joe Zaleski. Junior Almeida, I think that when Almeida gets on top, I just think, Romanov will look for a way out, and I think they'll just cover up. Junior Almeida will be on the back. Jilton Almeida will be on the back. And just, ground and pounding him from there. So, Gonna go with Jilton Almeida by TKO round 2 probably. Makhachev by sub, that's the most likely outcome. Should have bet for it next week, unfortunately. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Maybe I can edit that out. Probably not. I'll just let you guys see that. So yeah, gonna go with Cannonier next week. But yeah, Makhachev by submission, you know. Most likely outcome, not really that hard, doesn't really need much analysis right there, but yeah, there you guys have it. There was my best bets for UFC 302. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, boys. Boost. And good luck this weekend with your bets, and I will see you for my breakdown video on Sunday. I don't even know what card it is. Is it Perez versus Tyra? I think it might be that one, but I'm not really sure. Haven't checked anything for next week, so yeah, I will see you for my breakdown video on Sunday. Have a good day, boys. Peace.